Hello, hello, and welcome to IACommand, a YouTube channel dedicated to competitive Imperial Assault. I'm your host Isaac, and, well, what exactly am I doing here? Well, the owner of the channel, called TV Boy, who many of you may know, he's recently started doing a weekly Imperial Assault live stream on Wednesdays, and those are great. I would absolutely recommend you give them a look. However, because he is based over in America, and we do have a lot of Imperial Assault players over here in Europe, his streams start at 1 AM and 2 AM for us, depending on where you live. And so we thought, okay, well, how can we do something which will be more accessible to more of the Imperial Assault community? And so we thought that I will, from now on, be hosting a weekly Imperial Assault YouTube live stream on Fridays, UK time. And yeah. So we'll see how we get along. It should be good fun. On right now, I'm actually just waiting to join a game with Derek, another IACP steering committee member, just like myself, and also the owner of the channel, TV Boy. And yeah, so we'll get a game in on Vassal, see how we go, and I'll be looking to stream for about 2 hours or so. So if we end early, we might get another game in, we might put our chances in at Legends of the Alliance. And yeah, so we'll see how we get on. So I will jump now into Discord with my good friend Derek, and we'll see how we get along. And let me know, by the way, guys, if the music is too loud or anything. I was able to get my hands on some background music for the stream. Alrighty, just getting everything in order. So. Okay. So to anyone who's new, this is called Vassal. It's essentially a way to play Imperial Assault and other board games online in a nice 2D element. Hello, Derek. How are you?
Hey, Isaac. Good. Can you hear me?
I can, yes. I can indeed.
Awesome.
Alrighty. So how are you doing, Derek?
Are we already live?
Oh yes, we are live already. We are rolling, so to speak.
Awesome. I'm doing good. How about you?
Yeah, very good, thank you. Very good indeed. Alright, so I'm just organising everything, trying to put it into this frame which TV Boy wanted me to use.
Okay.
So yeah, what would you be running today, Derek?
I'm going to run a Hunter Guardian list that I've been running with IG-11, Mando, and Borno.
Ah, exciting. Interesting. Alright, well, I'll be running something a little different. It is a Krennic list, because I absolutely adore Krennic, as he is currently in IACP. And we will see just how we come along. Yeah, so you did run a variant of that list during IACP playtesting, didn't you? When we were playtesting season 4.
Yeah, I've been running. I've been running this for most of my playtest games. I've done a few other things, but this is the one that I sort of keep coming back to.
Yeah, and for good reason too. It's certainly a strong one. Can do some pretty crazy damage. Alright, we got some people running into the chat here now, so hello Jake, hello Stormsage, hello Davey. Alrighty, good to see you all. Alrighty. Yeah, so again guys, if the audio is mishmatched at all, let me know and I can see if I can fix it. Alrighty. Well, this should be a very interesting match.
And I also got a log file running, Isaac, if we want it.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, we can send it into Noah then afterwards.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So let's see exactly what you got. You got IG-11, The Mandalorian, Onarkoma, Luca Kanloa, R2D2, Elite Jawa, Gideon Argos 3PO, Temporary Alliance. Very interesting. So what's your thought process behind the list? What made you want to pursue it?
Well, my thing was I wanted to do. I wanted to play Mando and IG-11 really.
Yeah.
That's the part of it. And then I'm like, okay, so they have the trait synergy of Guardian, and I kind of wanted to, because that's a trait we've been trying to boost recently. So that's what I've been trying to find some synergy with that. And then I realized that Onar and Mando are both Hunter Guardians. There's not a ton of those, but
Yeah.
that made for a pretty cool
And they are
cool
two
list, and then
very
locally is just fun.
strong keywords as well, aren't they? I mean, Hunters arguably can deal out the most amount of damage in a single activation of all traits in the game, whereas Guardians can tank the most amount of damage out of any single trait in the game. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, obviously, you're not going to talk about your command deck just now. But it'll be interesting to see exactly what we've got going up against, and because obviously you can't fit all the Guardian and all the Hunter cards in one list. That is unfortunately too many.
Nonsense. I have all of them.
Alrighty, well, I would love to.
I also have 20 command cards, and they're worth like 40 points. So.
Ah, marvelous.
Yeah.
Right, so, Jake. Alright, so I'm very quiet and Derek is very loud. Yeah, that's just classic Derek being loudmouthed as usual. I'm joking. So let's see. That's probably a microphone issue then. I will see what I can do. So that would be probably just somewhere in settings. So audio. Alright guys, yeah, I'll see if I can just fix this real quick. Also, why shores without mortar instead of jets? So the reason I went for the shore troopers instead of the jets is because of the synergy with Krennic. The mortars, the jet troopers can be used with Krennic. However, as Krennic's range for his ability buff is within 3 spaces, and jets prefer to be closer to the enemy, that's, yeah, a little bit tricky to pull off. Whereas the shores, they're faster, and at least as long as they're not attacking something too, because then obviously the jet troopers would get 2 movement points instead of the 0 that the shore troopers would get. Oh, jeez, I put it in Discord, of course. I'm a dum-dum. Okay.
What's your input sensitivity on the mic on Discord?
On Discord, it's currently at 100%. Oh no, my input device is 100%, as are my speakers as well. So if we just pull the speakers down to, I don't know, maybe at 50? Does that sound alright, guys?
Yeah, I don't see what it says.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Alright, looking forward to some Krennic. Never seen him live past mid-round 2, but I'm also very bad at this game. Nonsense. Yeah, I mean, Krennic is a very, very fun figure. I really, really enjoy playing with him. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. He does usually fare pretty well, in my experience, but he is a very tricky figure to play, for sure. Yeah, so my full list that I'm running it's much lower activations, only 6 activations. We have got Director Krennic with advanced comm systems. We've got 2 sets of elite sentries. We have 2 elite death troopers, 1 unit of elite shore troopers, Zilla technique and rule by fear. And essentially the idea behind the list is that Krennic and the death troopers just give out as many power tokens as possible, and then Krennic just doubles them all the time. And sentries are really good for 9 points, because, you know, they can choose whether to perform 1 big attack or 2 smaller attacks. But with Krennic's double the power token ability, they actually become rather insane then, because then they could be performing 2 attacks at +1 damage, instead of 2 attacks at -1 damage, which is big. It's very, very big. So I've really been enjoying this list, but I'm curious to see what it does against hunters. And Loku as well has been an issue, because if you can just draw a line of sight through all my figures and just kill Krennic early, then I am in a very rough position. Alright, so should we determine initiative then?
Sure. Did you do that, or do you want me to?
I can do it. Determine initiative, 2 players, player 2 starts, so that'll be your initiative first.
Alright. Which side do I want?
Yeah, that is the debacle.
I think I'll take the... I think I'll try the bottom.
Fair enough. So I get the top side there. Alright, so I'm just got my guys color coded. So we've got 1 unit of red sentries, 1 unit of green sentries, and same with the death troopers. I think should be relatively straightforward. Alrighty. This should be very interesting. So with Rule by Fear, I get to draw 5 cards instead of 3, and then discard 1 from my hand. Oh my. Well, that's not an easy decision. Okay, you all deployed and ready?
Yep.
Okay. In that case, I will be discarding... I'll discard combat resupply. I'll keep these 4 cards.
That makes sense.
And with that, best of luck and have fun, my friend.
Yeah. And I guess I have initiative.
Correct.
This is an easy first activation for me, unless you have starter round stuff, I guess.
That is actually a really good question. How oppressive... I've never done this, so I'm really curious to see how it would work, so I'm actually going to do it. So I am going to play starter round effects.
Okay.
I'm going to... Well, essentially, Krennic is going to aggressively shout at his entire army, "Are we blind?" And we will deploy the garrison. Which essentially means that all of my Guardian or Trooper units, they get to suffer a strain, then either get to move 2 spaces, or they get to gain a move, or rather gain 2 movement points, or gain a damage power token. And with how good Krennic is at doubling those kinds of tokens, I will certainly take this. So we'll just go top left to right, so take a damage, take a power token, damage, power token. Do we go damage there? Yeah, fine. Damage, power token, damage, power token. This guy will go...
This is where I remind you that if you're going to do the same for all of them, you could have just highlighted them all.
Yeah, I was just considering whether I really wanted to do that. But now that I look at it, there's no reason for me really to move anyone, so... Yeah, we'll just...
I mean, you could just toss 8 cards.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, why not? Just get rid of half my deck.
Yeah. You're not going to draw them anyways.
I mean, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. But at the same time, there's going to be a bunch of strain going at this game with all of my with all my token doubling.
That
So, alrighty. So we'll see. Was this a stupid thing to do start of the game or not? Well, it'll be interesting.
I guess we'll find out.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Alright. So your initiative, and you get to go first.
Alright, R2 will move 3 and stomp.
It is a flex, Jake.
You.
Okay, well I have 6 activations, so I will decide to pass.
Okay. I'll go with my Jawa. He's going to play planning.
Yeah, nice. Yep, nothing I can do for that.
And then second action. Go there.
Okay. I will start off with the shore troopers. So we'll start with this guy. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Open the door, move 1 back. And then the second guy will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll go 3PO. We will focus Mando, and he'll go 1, 2, 3.
Okie dokie. I will go with the green Death Trooper. We will hand out power token. And the power token will go to the red sentry. And we will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And the mission, to anyone who didn't see it, is to your stations, which means that each of these 3 security stations at the end of the round, the player who controls them gets 3 victory points. So they are worth a lot.
Gideon's going to push Loku up
Of course it is.
and focus IG-11.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, this IG doesn't autofocus. Huh. That's the other IG. Okay, so we will then go... Let's see, so who do you have left? You've got Onar, Loku... So a good chance you might want to open the door next, so we will get ready for you, so to speak. So Krennic is going to activate next. Start of his activation, he will give out a power token, which will be a surge token to this guy. Then Krennic is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to hide there. And that's it for me. Oh, and by hide, I obviously mean strategically stand behind other people. He's not hiding, you know, he's not scared or anything. He just wanted to play on the terminal a little bit.
Oh, I just thought maybe you were, what's it called? Actually using a hide token.
Oh. No. I actually don't think he... I mean, he could be hidden if you play the hidden card, which is horrible. I see what you're doing. Very nice, building a little box there. Well, I'm glad I got myself some surge power tokens. So let's see. So Loku could do some ghastly stuff. I don't think I like that very much. Commander could too. Onar could as well, theoretically. Interesting. Okay, well, let's not fan the flames too much. Okay, I'll activate the red sentries next. So we will start off with this guy. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. We will then shoot you there, using my charged shot, so only a single attack with the +2 accuracy. And on declare, I will spend the token, and I will take a strain from Krennic to double the effect of the power token. So I get +2 damage to the attack instead of 1. Anything for you?
Okay. Just that I'm going to roll a dodge.
I mean, that's what you think.
That's
Oh, okay. Ah, that hurts. That hurts. Then I'll move in there. And then second guy is going to go 1, 2. I can't do that. 1, 2 to there. Shooting the Jaguar again. Spending the power token. Doubling it with Krennic and taking a damage for my troubles. Because I need this guy to die. Now. Let's see if you can double dodge. Okay, not a dodge.
Nope.
But also,
That's a
horrid range on my part. So we got
Dead
1, 2,
Jawa.
and 1, 2, and 8. So I need 2 more. So I will reroll the. Okay, that'll do it. So I'll search for accuracy, resulting in 5 damage going through. Which I believe kills you. Because you could do your take
just
cover
seeing if
ability.
there's anything I can do.
Yeah, exactly, because if you were to convert
like-
your evade to a block, I would then just search for +1 damage with my other search.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, no, that's a dead Jawa. I'm okay with that. That's fine as a
I mean, considering the resources
activation
it took
for
up, that is...
yeah.
Okay, so that'll be 3 kill points for me, and then with my 2 movement points remaining, we'll go 1, 2 around the corner. And that'll be it for my red sentries.
Okay, I think the time now is to go with Roku. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll shoot Krennic.
Okay. Any cards on declare?
We'll play Element of Surprise,
Okay.
as well as Rules for the Job to add a red.
You drive a hard bargain. As much as I would love to say I have Get behind me, unfortunately not.
Yes, that would be a really good card right now.
Yes. So yeah,
Okay.
you may proceed.
Blue, green, double red.
Praying for some pull rolls. It's a good start. Pretty good. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. I can take it down to 8 with Zillow. Not enough. That damned Loku. That is a dead Krennic, my friends. 5 points to you.
Oh, and you wouldn't even be able to add take it down to 8 because there's a Pierce 1 on that.
I could exhaust Zillow to reduce the pierce.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Yeah, I guess if that would have helped, that would be...
Yeah, so,
Yep.
okay, so this is big.
5 points, and then 1 movement point to go there.
Alright, well it's definitely not over.
Nope.
But that's bad. That is very, very bad. So... with all that in mind, what exactly do we do from here? I think we just do what we can without rushing ourselves. Yeah. I'll go with the green sentries. Just get them out of the way. So this guy is going to go 1, 2, 3. We will do a charged shot against IG-11. And I'm going to spend the damage power token, but thanks to stupid Loku, there's no doubling this time, unfortunately.
Yep, okay. Sounds good.
Okay, so what are we looking at? You got 2 blocks. Well, how am I doing for range with 1, 2, and 8?
You need to search for accuracy.
Yeah, so 1, 2, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3. So I'm 1 away. The question is how greedy I feel.
Yeah.
I do feel pretty greedy. I'm gonna reroll my green.
Nice.
Yeah, that definitely helps.
That worked out well.
In which case I don't need my surge for accuracy because I've got 2 innate range, 2 on the green, 1 on the green, and 1 on the yellow, so that'll make me hit. So I can spend my surge for the PS2.
5 damage.
So yeah, 5 damage. Someone seeing the game for the first time, this giving me a feeling of very elaborate chess. Yeah, I think that's a very good way of describing it. It's a tricky game, but it's a very, very, very fun game. So then with my last move point, I'll just hide behind here. And welcome to the stream, Storm Sage. Krennic RIP. Yeah. So that's one of the powerful things with Loku, is that he can draw line of sight through other figures. So whilst my positioning there was rather good, because there's not really a way for anyone to attack him, because he's hiding behind people, Loku counteracts that very well, because he just gets to shoot through people, which is an insanely powerful ability for these kinds of protect the queen lists. Okay, so next up I'll use the other sentry. We'll go 1, 2... I think we'll just stand there. I'll then shoot you there. And I think I'll actually spend my surge token. Just to really make sure I get the range. And I'll obviously do a charged shot, so +2 accuracy. Anything for
I
you?
think this will be the time to Claire and Will.
Alrighty. Not a bad idea. Alright, well let's see if I can at least do 3 damage. Spicy. So let's see, with 2 and 8, range 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so I got the range. Okay, so ironically enough,
yeah.
I'm only doing 3 anyway right now. But,
yeah.
you know, but I could have re-rolled, maybe gotten something better, so... so 3 damage going through.
Yeah, but not much. With that evade being rolled, actually.
That is true.
Because if
But
you
then
go for a
again,
reroll now, you're really not making range, right? So.
True, yeah. Alright, so that'll be 3 damage, and 1, 2 to there. But yeah, I do really like what you said there, Storm Sage. Well, Taz. Elaborate Tress, I think, is a very interesting way of putting it. I mean, there are some dice involved, but, you know, the top tier figures in the game, you know, they have methods of counteracting bad dice rolls. So really, the game comes down to good positioning, good tempo control, in addition to having a good list and playing well. Okay, so that's it for my sentries. So over to you, Derek.
Just have a Death Trooper left. Okay, so I'll go with Bonar. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. I'll go with Death Trooper. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll give a surge token to this guy. We go 6-7 to there. So just contesting the station with him, and the reason I waited for so long was essentially just because I didn't want Ona to push me out of the way with his rush ability.
Okay, and then we'll go. I'm going to do this.
Also, how I lost my Loku the first time, Loku for the win, but it wasn't game over. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Loku, he can die like a sack of potatoes, but he's so good. So good. Hello, Anaviska. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Alrighty. So,
Yeah, okay, I'll go with. Yeah, so I'm going with Mando here.
yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Ghastly. A wild Arn has indeed appeared.
So let's do. These guys rolling black. Yeah, okay. We'll do a disruptor rifle here.
Very nice.
Yeah, no cards.
Do I have anything? No, I do not. Okay. You may go ahead. Wow, that's good. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's 6, 7 damage. I think you got him.
Yeah, I'm going 1 over, so even if you Zillowed, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I've already taken a damage, so 4 points for you from the slain trooper. Yeah, so the short troopers are really good, but they don't have the survivability that jet troopers do. So, for example, if that was a jet trooper, let's see, would I have survived? I could convert my block to an evade, cancel that, I would obtain 6 damage. I can then throw a card to reduce that down to 5. Which would leave me on 1 health, which thanks to the disruptor rifle. So you would have still killed me because of the disruptor rifle, but if there was a jet, I would have survived any other attack.
Rifle, yeah.
Okay, very cool. Well, I think we've finished the round then.
Mm-hmm.
So we will... Ready cards. Drawing 2 each, because we're both holding a terminal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Hey. Okay, the mission effects, I'm holding both of the security stations inside the hallway, and the central one is contested. So I get 6 points, you get nothing. Which ties us 9-9. Alright, so initiative will then flip over to... actually, end of round effects first, I guess. Do you have any end of round effects to play?
I do not.
Okay. Neither do I. So initiative flips to me. And I do actually have some starter round stuff I would like to play.
Call the Vanguard?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So call the Vanguard, which lets me basically choose any one of my units because of the list I'm running. And get to move and attack, which is a very handy little bonus. The question is, who is befitting of such a role? I mean, the issue here is that I don't know whether you have taken initiative or not, so I don't have any sort of guarantee that I would get to go first as well. Which is unfortunate. Does IG-11 have multi-fire?
Yes. These are rapid fire.
Oh, right, rapid fire.
Only 2 attacks.
2 attacks, no damage penalty. Cool. Yeah, so I'll play Call the Vanguard, and I think I will choose to do it with my... Yeah, no one else can really get in range. I'll do it with the Short Trooper, I think. So he will go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there, and we'll just shotgun you right in the face. I will spend my damage power token.
Yep. I'll spend a block.
Makes sense. Alrighty, so red-green, let's see what happens. Okay.
Ooh, nice roll.
Yeah. Not complaining about that. So that is a straight 4 damage.
4 damage.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. That's what happens when you just tie 2 E11s together and shoot them. Alright, so I have no other start of round effects. Do you have take?
I do.
Alright. Well, it was going to come out eventually.
Yep. It's good.
Yeah. No negation.
I will... Who do I want to... I guess I will... I'll exhaust 3PO.
Makes sense.
I'm gonna go with IG here.
Also understandable.
1, 2, 3...
Oh, you son of a gun.
4. First shot will be here.
Yep. Any cards on declare?
Nope.
Okay. I will play my own copy of Iron Will, so I cannot take more than 3 damage from this attack.
Ooh, nice. Very nice. Okay.
Now that it's over, why didn't you use the other shore? It could have moved 5 to adjacent to IG and aced him. The other shore died. The other shore was killed by the Mandalorian at the end of the round.
It's YouTube music. Download the app today. Trial of Music Premium on us. Restrictions apply.
Stupid ads. I don't want ads. Just give me my music back. There we go.
Okay, you good to
Yes,
good to go for the attack?
Okay.
I think that's 3 damage.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is why Guardian lists run Iron Will.
Well, then we'll just attack him again.
Tagging him again. Any cards on declare?
Yeah. They're 8 health, right?
8 health, yeah.
Yep, nothing to declare. You drop in get behind me.
I think I will. So we'll play Get Mind Me, which would have been amazing if I drew that last round, but that's neither here nor there. So I'll go with this guy, and we will move him. Got blue, green, green, so I guess I'll move there, see if I can make you miss. Actually, blue, 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 green, green. Okay, so you can't miss, so I guess I might as well just stand where it's better for me then. I'll just move in front of him.
Okay.
Alrighty, let's see what happens. So it looks like 6 damage. Decisions. Yeah, I'll take the 6. Gives you 1 health. And is that hit for IG?
It's really frustrating.
Yeah. Guardians!
Mm, yep, that's it for IG.
Okay. And initiative is yours.
Yes.
Alrighty. Well, in that case... probably go with the green sentries. Yeah, let's just go for a little bit of a suicide run. So with the green ones, we will start off with this chap. We will go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll just go 2. And then we will multi-fire. So first attack will go into the Mandalorian.
Okay.
With no cards on declare. Anything for you?
It's open.
Alrighty. Okay, so there's currently no damage. I'll reroll the yellow. Ooh, nice. So I'll surge for the PS2 and the +1, so 3 damage going through.
There's 2. 1, 2, 3. Yep.
Nice. I'll happily take that. And then second attack will go into IG-11, and I will spend a power token to nullify the effects of multi-fire.
Right. Yep.
Ugh. Come on. Reroll the green. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. PS2. That is 2 damage. So you're alive in 1, yeah?
He's 12 health.
Oh, he's 12. Okay, so in that case it was a little bit of a long shot. The other sentry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Multi-fire again. First attack on the Mandalorian.
Okay.
Oh, actually, sorry, let me just think about this for a second. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to do a charged shot of the Mandalorian instead. So, no second attack.
Okay.
Rerolling that. Okay, so 2 damage. Unless I made a severe miscalculation, that should be a good idea. Let's see.
Okay. How do I want to do this?
That is the question.
Well, I think I've got to go with Mando.
Yeah. Yeah, that sentry met a very disruptive end, so to speak. just checking again, guys, that the audio is alright. If there's still some sort of discrepancy, let me know.
So I will use flamethrower here to let's see. I'll flame that spot.
Okay. So yeah, that'll kill that sentry for 4 points.
Yep. Got 5.
Aren't they 9 and 4? Oh no, they're 9 and 5. Huh.
9 and 5.
Cool. Yeah, 5 points.
Yeah. And then we'll do a disruptor rifle attack on your shore trooper there.
Trying to take him out. Makes sense.
Yeah, see if we can.
Indeed. I mean, he was able to deal with his friend pretty well.
No problem. Yep, but he was focused then.
True, true. Alright, let's see. Any cards?
No. Sorry. Oh, come on.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm saying the same thing. So it's this bad red roll and a bad black roll as well.
So, 4?
4 damage, yeah, unless you have anything.
Nope.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah, assassinate would have been awesome.
Yeah. That would have been very handy. I mean, I've probably got to take this opportunity now that I have it. So I'll go with the red sentries. We will go 1, 2, 3, and multi-fire. So first attack will go into Loku, spending the action to counteract the effects of the multi-fire.
Yep.
And no cards to declare.
Nothing here.
Okay. Reroll with green. Actually, why did I reroll that? That was no. I can't get a better roll. More murder. Yep, I agree. More murder. The murder bots have awoken. So I'll use my surge for pierce, I guess. So 4 damage going through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Piercing the block.
Yep.
Cool. And then second attack will go on the Mando. Spending my surge this time. So -1 damage plus 1 surge. And we'll see if we can do something fun. And let's see what happens.
Yeah. Jeez.
Okay. I think that's dead Mando.
That's yeah, that is definitely a dead Mando.
Marvelous. So 8 points.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a very nice outcome for me. And then final moving point, I'll just go down to here. Okay. The murder bots will then continue their murder spree. The red sentry is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Multi-fire again. First one going into Loku.
Okay.
No cards to declare.
Nothing here. Come on.
Hey, you've already dodged once this game, come on.
Yeah, but I could have used an evade.
True. I'll reroll the yellow. Which I think gets him.
Yeah. Nice.
That is a dead Loku for 5 points. And then for my second attack, I will shoot IG. And, I mean, the reason I've been playing as I have this whole round is because of your self-destruct protocol. Being able to move to and blow up. I would like to use my biggest units before you can go up and kill them. So let's see if I can take you out. The greens have been very nice to me today. That's only 1 damage. I'll read all the yellow. 2 damage. So that should get him.
Yep. Alright, now where am I moving to?
That is
What
the
am I
question.
blowing up? I think it's here.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Oh,
Okay, so that'll do 2 to the sentry and kill my last short trooper. Yes, very hot yellow rerolls. My yellows have not betrayed me today. Nor have my green. Yeah, R.I.P. Mando. R.I.P. Mando. At least he didn't die in front of the baby. That'll be an extra 9 points for IG-11. Okay. So that leaves Onar, Gideon, R2 and 3PO versus 3 sentry droids and 2 death troopers.
yep. Okay, it's my turn.
Yes.
If I try to preserve Gideon here. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And shoot here.
I mean, that's not a bad idea. Cards on declare.
No fire.
Same.
Nope. Come on.
Good roll, though.
Yeah. Max roll for me too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2.
Well, because Onar is a pain in the rear end, I am going to discard a card to make sure that I live. Because Onar obviously can rush for 1 more damage. So I'll discard take initiative to add a block thanks to Zillow technique. Resulting in 1 damage going through. So 2 health remaining.
And that is me.
Too bad. Okay, well let's go for the snipe. So I'll activate my green Death Trooper. He will go 1, 2 to there. And we will shoot 3PO 4 spaces away.
Really a snipe with built-in 4 accuracy.
For a red-yellow attack pool, it is. And I'll spend my token, obviously.
Yep.
And let's see.
He's dead.
Oh, my dice today, I'm sorry. Yep, that'll kill him for 2 points. I'll then give the sentry droid a damage token and we'll go 1, 2. And then I'll use my field tactics, I think it's called, to activate my next death troop immediately. What do I want to do? I want to move to there and then just shoot you in the face. So we'll spend the damage token and see what happens. Any cards for you?
Nope.
I'm presuming you'll add an evade with get down. Okay, so 4 damage going through, which I will definitely take. And that is it for my turn. I'm all out. Let's see what you got.
Okay. R2 will go like so. Take 2 shots. Let's see what we get.
Indeed.
Okay.
I mean, I do still have
Come
Zillow
on.
ready to exhaust, but
I'm gonna do something. 1.
yeah. Okay, and then Ona. You could say KJ is on a roll.
Hmm.
True. Dice to dice, but I mean, the sentry droids, they do have a very consistent attack pool. Green, green, yellow with a reroll is very, very good. Hashtag buff R2. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say he needs a buff necessarily, but as a Hot Rangers player, I wouldn't say no to it.
I'd love to have him have like a +1 damage on him, because there's so many times when that roll happens where it's
Yeah.
like, if I could just get the damage through,
Yeah.
that would make a huge difference.
I mean, and I don't even think that he would be broken with +1 damage. It would just
Probably
make
not,
him
but
that.
he's not exactly broken now either.
No.
There's nothing wrong with him.
Yeah, no, exactly.
He's in like the most lists, I think, out of any figure. Possibly C3PO is more.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what? I'm just gonna shoot your Death Trooper here.
Yeah.
I don't know what the right call is.
Mm. I mean, it's tough. You're not in an easy position here.
It's no great options. Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
Let's go for that.
let's do it. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Search for +2. Search for +1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ouch. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You could toss the card to keep him alive by 1 if you want to.
Yeah, but then you would just rush to kill me. Although I guess it would stop you from using rush on someone else, but then you would give up the security station, which I don't think you want to do. I'll let the Death Trooper die. He's, I think, pretty much serves his purpose. So 4 points to you.
Yeah. I think I'm... Oh, that's another option.
Good output
Okay.
with E-Sentry / Sorin there. Bosch for Yeah. Yeah. Sentries love Sorin. They love Krennic too. But then being able to search for focus. I would love to see if someone was able to create a list with Sorin and Krennic. It's so difficult because they both really, really need advanced comm systems. But if you can get it to work somehow, that could be devastating. +2 searches, and then search for focus every time. That's gross. Alright, so readying cards. You draw 2 cards, I draw 1, because I'm not holding the terminal.
Yep, I'm gonna do 2 damage here.
Son of a gun. Oh,
So we
nice.
each get 3 points, and then I'll get 5 from that sentry.
4 points and then 5.
By 4 points. 3 for holding the...
Oh, sorry, I thought
Terminal.
you meant for the Death Trooper. Yeah.
Yeah, I already took the Death Trooper point.
Gotcha. And I get 3 points for my security station.
Yeah.
Okay. So any end rounds for you?
Nope.
Same here. So initiative flips to me. I have no starter rounds to play. Do you?
Neither do I.
Okay. Well, I think the best strategy at this point is... It's not running away. It's just a strategic withdrawal to a safer location. So... And I think that will involve the green sentry. Or does it involve the red one? Yeah, let's go with the red one. Yeah, we'll go with the red sentry. He will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're not running, we're just advancing in another direction. Exactly, exactly. I am advancing away from my enemy. Down in surges but can spend them all. Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's true. Although I think in this game, I haven't really felt like I've oversurged too many times. But that's just because my dice have been so good. And also, you know, he's been having, he's been getting a lot of evades in his defense results with 3PO. Let the Death Trooper say something about how cool the hallway was. Yes, no, it is very interesting. It's got a red floor and some stations in it, which, as we all know, is very, very cool.
Okay, well, no, I should get rid of these guys here so I'm not confusing anybody. Guess I'm gonna go with Onar here.
Okay.
And, no, I think I gotta play it the safe way here. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and just blast you in the face.
Alrighty. Sounds like a good strategy. Any cards?
Nope.
Okay, same here. Okay, so 4 damage going through.
I will. How many do I need right now? Really, I need 5, but really I need 6 because you can Zillow.
You don't have any pierce.
So.
Oh, you mean add a...
No, but you can toss it.
Yeah.
I can. I'll just toss Heightened here.
Heightened down to 6. It would go to 6 damage. I can reduce it to 5, which would still kill me. So yeah, that is a dead sentry by removing my defense dice. Very well done. So 5 points for you. Now the score's getting very tight. However, I mean, I don't know what you have in your hand. But currently I'm winning.
Yep.
So, we'll see what you got. So I'll pass actually, because there's no reason for me to activate the Death Trooper yet, as you have 2 activations left. Talking Krennic Soren combo can safely double the Surge token, I'd imagine. Yeah, I mean the issue is just that Krennic, when his buffing ability only is within 2 space instead of within 3, it's very difficult to hide him behind line of sight. I mean, you could still do it, but it just... It gets trickier. A lot trickier. Okay, so after taking the security station. Good idea.
Yep.
I'll activate the Death Trooper. He will play planning.
Sure.
Because there's nothing else to do. So we'll draw 1, 2 cards. I'll discard Element of Surprise to keep the other one.
Okay.
And then we will move one back to there, I guess.
Okay. I will go Gideon. I will. Okay. I will go 1, 2, 3, 4. I will play
Urgency.
Urgency.
Nice.
Do you have
Nice.
negation?
No, I don't.
Okay. So then I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Let's stop there because I'm not going to miss range, and I'm going to.
Oh!
Actually, you know what? I'm going to move here, then to the limit, and keep this guy.
Okay, well done. I did not see that coming. Yeah, so getting an extra attack off after moving. Oh, wow. Love it. Okay, let's see it.
Don't think I can kill you even if you like.
No,
Yeah,
you
it's
can't.
not possible.
But you can do some damage, which could actually be pretty impactful.
Yeah.
Okay, so I take 2 damage.
2 damage. Yep.
Do I want to discard a card? That's a tough decision. Yeah, fine. I'll discard heavy ready weapons to give myself a block. So only 1 damage taken.
For 1. Okay.
Okay. So then we will ready cards. We only draw 1 card each.
Yep.
Mission effects, with each holding a security station, so 3 points each.
Yep.
And as context for anyone, because I know we have some players new to the game here, the first player to reach 40 points wins. So you can see how insanely tight it is right now, 39 to 38. Okay. So initiative will. So end of round effect. Also, my security station will do 2 damage to your Gideon.
Yep. I'm going to remind you if you didn't.
Oh yeah, just. Right. So initiative then flips to you. Do you have any start of round effects?
I have nothing.
Well, same here.
All right. Well, let's see if Owner can do the job.
That is the question.
Yeah, I'm really glad I remembered to move Gideon out of it.
Yeah, that could have been big. But let's see. Got to do 5 damage. Depends what you have in hand. I mean, if you got assassinate, that's huge. But we'll see. Classic Gideon move. Yeah, moving 10 spaces and forming an attack. That's classic Gideon.
Alright.
Alright.
No card. Anything for you?
No. Okay, good start.
Come on.
That's a good start as well. Okay, that's a max roll. That is a max roll. However, you can only search for the +1 damage, -1 accuracy, because if you do +2 -1, +2 -2, you would miss range.
Yeah.
So looking at 4 damage going through. Do you have assassinate?
I do not.
Oh. Oh my.
Yep. So, dice. Trevor.
Yeah, freaking Trevor. Alrighty. So yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 damage going through. Survive on 1. Okay, anything else you would like to do?
I would like to have guild programming be a useful card in this.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay, nope, that's it.
Okay. Well, I'll go with my Death Trooper. Because there is still a chance that you can win this, but so we'll just... Actually, you have not played Negation yet. Because basically, I have Urgency in hand. So I was thinking I could shoot him and then just run to the other side of Ona, but considering you don't have Negation, or rather you haven't played it yet, let's just go for the kill with the Sentry. So the Sentry will activate. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. We will do a charged shot into Gideon. No cards on Leclerc. Welcome to the stream, Benjamin.
Let's see if I can save myself with a really good defense roll.
Let's
do a
see.
really bad offense roll.
Indeed. Okay. No. So that'll definitely kill Gideon, which takes me over 40. Whew. Well played, my friend. That was...
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was nuts.
That was nuts. That really came down to dice.
It did.
That's cool.
Yeah, exactly. Which is one of the things I love about the game is that when two players of really high skill levels meet, and I'm not just tooting my own horn here, I'm just saying objectively about the game. Then, you know, all things being equal, when lists are both very, very good, positioning by both players is very, very good, and tempo control by both players is very, very good. It does come a little bit down to dice. Yeah, I mean that was tight. It's very tight.
Yep.
And also card roll as well. I mean, if I had drawn Get Behind Me,
Sure, yeah.
round 1, that would have been absolutely massive. And if you had drawn Assassinate now, that also would have been massive. So, you know, there are a lot of variables, but yeah, no, that was really fun.
If I had drawn my next card instead, we would have had to figure out the timing here. Every single one of these cards, or like 3 of the 4 cards that I had left, would have been helpful. Oh, wait. Nope, darn it. I was just remembering I could use Get Down, but that won't help. You'll still do 3 damage.
Yeah. And also, I have positioning advantage in hand.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because if my next card that I was going to draw was Extra Protection, so I would have moved, killed your Death Trooper, who would have died first, and also been 1 point more. So we would have been tied points-wise, and I have more kill points. So that would have been a win right there. Or I had the next 2 cards were Get Behind Me and Assassinate.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's what it would have helped. Yeah, I mean, Get Behind Me would have just directly won you the game. With Onar taking the hit instead. I'm not sure on the timing of that, however, with the extra protection card. Because if you were to play it, I mean, you play it when you suffer the damage, which means you would take 3 damage and be defeated, thus awarding me the points prior to you.
I don't know if I'm defeated first, though, am I?
I think you are. I think the second that you suffer damage equal to your health, you are defeated. But I mean, it's a good question.
Or would it have come down to the fact that I have initiative because they're equal timing?
Possibly. It's a good question. Probably worth looking up next time.
Yeah, that would be good. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah?
If we'd had all sorts of things, everything would be different.
Yeah, exactly. Which, I mean, is the beauty of the game. I mean, if we were to play this exact same mission again, in the exact same deployment zones, it would be a completely different game. Because the cards we draw, that's not bad. So I think deploy the garrison, considering I lost Krennic round 1, it was probably really, really good that I played it.
Yeah, no, Krennic had a lasting impact just because of that.
Yeah. And I mean, it can be just devastating in later rounds as well. You know, being able to suffer a strain to move 2 and then play Call the Vanguard. That could be on a short trooper that's moving 7 and attacking, and on a sentry that's moving 6 and attacking, which is huge.
Yep. No, agreed.
Alrighty. Yeah, so what do you think of the Guardian list you were running? I think it's got some very interesting potential.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. I feel like I want a little bit more card draw on this list.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to get it. Just because I'm always stuck with like something good at the end of my deck.
You have a Jawa, right?
Yep, but I don't have the points to
Get Black
bring
Market.
in get Black Market, and I can't drop them down because I need them to bring in 3PO and R2.
Right. Might be a silly question. How integral is 3PO? As in,
You need to focus.
you do more than
And,
card around.
and I really want the activation too.
True, yeah. 8 activations. I mean, it's basically become
and
the new
how
9
many-
activations.
Yeah. Well, and how many attacks did you have to do extra because IG and Mando were beside 3PO?
Oh, true. I mean, as a defensive bonus, he was insane.
Yeah.
So one thing that I actually did consider earlier in the game, when IG-11 had 2 health left and was next to 2 of my guys, and you were activating the Mando, I was wondering whether you were going to flamethrower my 2 guys and your IG to kill him, and then send him off to try and kill my 3 health remaining sentry droid. With his...
Oh, interesting. I didn't think about that option.
I mean...
Yeah, that would have been...
Yeah, I mean, the only reason I
Interesting
didn't
play.
suggest it is because it's not a very statistically likely occurrence, because you're killing your fig and thus opening up me for another attack in exchange for a 1 in 3 chance of killing me. But still, I mean, considering that I have multi-fire, it's pretty big.
Yeah, that would have... if I pulled it off,
Yeah.
that would have been interesting. Definitely. Huh.
Absolutely.
Never thought about that option.
Yeah, exactly, which is one of the interesting things with Mandalorian. Or rather, their combo together. Yeah, I mean, and that self-destruct protocol was a very frustrating ability to try and play around. Because I had to make sure I was, I was keeping my figures apart and also not leaving anyone where you could kill them before they got to activate that round. And I got lucky against Loki. I mean, on multi-fire attacks, I shouldn't 2-shot Loku. I mean, I definitely can. I don't even need to max roll for it. But I just need an average roll, which, and again, green, yellow with a reroll is a very consistent attack roll.
I don't think that wasn't crazy to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I dodge any of the attacks, obviously, but I mean, you can also just blank one of the attacks. And so, yeah. No, I was totally fine with Loku only taking out Krennic and then dying.
Yeah.
That was, he totally made his worth right there.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, sure, it's 5 to 5 points, but my whole list is built around those 5 points.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was really big. But yeah. I mean, Krennic is a really, really fun figure. It's, What I do like about him as well is that he's difficult to play, you know? If you leave him exposed, he just gets killed way too easily because he's 7 health for 5 points. Which I think is a good thing, ultimately. It encourages a protect the queen type of playstyle, which we haven't really seen for quite a long time. Which I think is just a good thing for the meta, especially with queen spam being
probably
so...
since my IG box list. I should try that again, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it is a very, very cool list.
But throw in like Iron Will and Get Behind Me or things like that. Oh, I can't use Get Behind Me on IG88 though.
True.
That's right.
But also one thing very interesting would be Jin. I mean, Jin also works very well with IG88. Being able to heal an extra damage turn and then also giving IG a surge token. He loves the surge tokens.
Yeah. That's true. Well, now I'm tempted.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Could be a very viable option. Alright, let's see how we're doing for time. About 40 minutes left on the stream. Okay, yeah, could do that. But yeah, I mean, once again, mate, thank you very much for playing. That was definitely a very, very fun match. Very tight. And, I mean, those are the best kinds of games.
For sure, yeah, that was a really good game, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just trying to find the log file that I saved, and it's not popping up here.
Oh yeah, all good. And welcome to the stream, Noah. Let's see. Also, MHD Clan of 2 medical package. Yeah, I mean, that could be an insane box list. So MHD Clan of 2 together, what, that's healing 3, 4, 5 damage a turn? Throw in a couple of repairs in there as well if you want to. Especially, you know, if you're just healing IG.
Right.
That could be brutal. Awesome, alrighty. Well, I think we will just jump onto the next part of the stream. As it's, you know, about 40-50 minutes left, I don't think we'll have time for another game. So what I think I'll do is just jump onto Legends of the Alliance, and we'll give that a try.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to duck out. Thanks for playing, man.
Yeah, same to you, man. Thank you very much. It was a great game. I really enjoyed it.
No problem. Talk to you later.
Take care, my friend. Alrighty. So what we... Righty. So to anyone who isn't familiar, Legends of the Alliance is the app-based campaign. So what we'll be, I think, doing for the next little while is, because we don't have enough time for a skirmish, is we will just give Legends of the Alliance a try. I mean, I do think that 40 minutes should be enough for the introductory mission for one of the campaigns. So, I'll just start it up. Has anyone here, I mean, I'm guessing some of us here have, but have many of you guys played Legends of the Alliance before? Alright, so just get out of that. Alright, so Legends of the Alliance is starting up. There we go. Let's just make this full screen for now. Alrighty, so let's dive right in. I've played these app campaigns a little bit. So essentially, instead of skirmish, because again we have some new players in the on the stream. Unlike skirmish, which is what we just played, Legends of the Alliance is an app-based campaign, which essentially means that you take control of a few very powerful rebel heroes, and you go up against AI-controlled forces of the Empire. So I'll give it a try. I've played a couple of the campaigns before, but I've never played the Hoth one. So and I do love Hoth. I mean, I love the Hoth tiles. They're just gorgeous. So we will play a new campaign. We'll do Return to Hoth. Too hard. because no reason to do normal. Even the hard mode is relatively easy. We'll just overwrite this. Okay, so we got a lot of heroes to choose between. So we got Vassal, Fensignis, Galkan, Gideon Argus, Jin Odin, Makesh Garay, Biff Bodrick, Salska Teft, Luka Kanaloa, MHG19, Verena Talos, Davith Erso, Mandarin, Onakoma, Shaila Varad, Vinto Frida, Kotun Ferralo. I'm forgetting these guys, I haven't played them in so long. Jared, something, Tricata, CT, something. I know it's called Wildfire, but I forget his operating number. And then Tresek Nua. So in the stream chat, do you guys have any suggestions, any figures you want me to run? I mean, I'll just put one down first, because I just love Fen. Any other ideas? We could... Let's see. What are some other fun figures we could try? So I'm going to run a full roster of 4 heroes, because I don't really see a reason not to. Oh, game volume is loud? Yeah, I'm not sure I can fix that. Once we get past... I'll just try speaking up a little bit, and once we get past this section, I'll see if I can turn off the in-game noises. Biv. Oh, you want me to go extra hard mode? Alright, yeah, sure. Oh, let's run Biv. Oh, no? Okay. Let's run Ona. I mean, and because Ona's so good, that just kind of counteracts the fact that I'm running a horrible figure like Biv. Because Biv in IACP is actually really, really good. But in campaign, not so much. Not so much. Let's just see if I can fix that real quick. Alright, just trying to figure out the audio, guys. Sorry. Oh wait, there we go. I can just pull down my desktop audio a little bit, which means I can turn up my music. Let me know how this sounds, guys. I think I might have just been able to fix the issue. So now the sound should be a little better. I'll jump into the game as well. Make sure everything is alright. So pressing around on the buttons, does that sound alright? So let's see, who do we want for the final hero? You know, who haven't I seen in a while? I mean, considering I was running so many power tokens, let's give Jared a try. Jared is a fun... although Jared is... Is Jared that good? Screw it. Let's just... I mean, we did see how Loku fared pretty well. Let's run Loku. He's good fun. Squad name. Let's call it the... KJ squad, because why not? Volume is good. Okay, good to hear. Okay. Well, let's see. In the frozen trenches of Hoth, you fight valiantly to buy time for Echo Base to be evacuated. You can only watch as the shield generator is destroyed by the overwhelming Imperial 8080 assault. You scramble to reach your transport. but the Empire breaks the rebel lines and cuts off your escape. In the ensuing skirmish, your commander gives his life, covering your retreat into the mountains. In the days following the battle, a new Imperial general takes charge of hunting down survivors like yourselves. Separated from the rest of the rebellion and running low on supplies, you plan a risky incursion back into Echo Base, now under Imperial control, to look for a way to rejoin the fleet. Exciting opening. Wind-whipped ice stings your face as you trek across frozen fields towards Echo Base. "I can't feel my toes anymore," says Corporal Kish. You cross paths with Kish and his superior officer, Lieutenant Talcon, a couple of days back. They also had been left behind the evacuation. "I don't know how much farther I can go," Kish adds. "Keep moving those legs, soldier," says Talcon, a human female and the highest ranking officer in your small group of rebels. She stops and turns to Loku Kanloa. "Take point for a while." Actually, let's not make her British. Let's spice things up. Let's make her American for the next time she speaks. As you continue to trudge forward, Talcon waits a moment to let Kish catch up. "We're nearly at the trench line," she says with a reassuring pat on Kish's shoulder. Kish's shoulder. Now that's a mouthful. "We might be able to find a heater there to thaw us out a bit." A few minutes later, you come across what has been the front lines of the battle. The devastation seems worse than you remember. Okay, so what we will do here is I will just open up Vassal again. We'll do an offline... what's it called? An offline campaign skirmish, and then I'll quickly assemble the map. Shouldn't take too long. Start a new game offline. No, not offline. We'll do a new game. We will join as the Overlord because I need access over everything. Alrighty, and I will just adjust this a little bit. We will take it down to the corner so that we can see Vassal and everything. So, we will start off by just getting our play area ready. We'll just go right here. So we'll just zoom out a little bit. Actually, let's make the game a little bit bigger just so we can see a little properly. Okay, so we want some heroes. So we did have Fen. We also had Biv. Which, alright, we'll play it on super hard mode, see how Biv does. Let's just say he's not the greatest character. We have Onar as well, and then we have Loku. Should be an interesting group of characters. Oh yeah, we'll need their stuff as well. So we've got a all-weather rifle. We have got a infantry rifle. We've got a repeating blaster. And then I believe the last one was called the bodyguard rifle. Yeah, bodyguard rifle. So everyone is running rifles right now, which is fun. And then we've got the maps. What? Don't want that. Okay. Yeah, I'm very curious to see how this campaign does. I've played the physical version of the Return to the campaign, and it's really, really fun. I do enjoy it. But never in the app version, just haven't had time. Do you play other board games as much as IA? A few. None really that I play as much as IA, but I do play some Warhammer 40k, casually. I'm a Necrons player. Play a little bit of Warhammer Underworlds, and for solo I do enjoy playing Lord of the Rings, the card game, which is just very, very fun. Okay, so tiles. Everything here is written to Hoth, which makes things easy for us. Start with this, popping right there. This one is 2 spaces in. This one will just tuck into there. Next stream, story time with Cager. Could do, could do. So that should be just 2 spaces away there. Alright. Next up, we need this piece. Sitting there. This piece will slot in there. Okay, so I must have passed the other one. Just got some borders here. Yeah, so I did assemble this one at some point in time, but I never actually saved it. But it shouldn't take too long, so we're looking for... There we go. Okay, fits like a charm. And we will just zoom in on it so we can get a proper look. Let's see, we can do just about that and squeeze it in here. That should be fine. Okay, so back to Legends of the Alliance. A pile of boulders sits precariously beside a crevice, posing a danger to all who pass below. Place 4 neutral mission tokens. Spaces containing a neutral mission token are blocking terrain. Okay. So we will do that. Oh, the markers are there. So just pull these out. Okay, so blocking terrain, for anyone who isn't familiar, means that you can't move through it, you can't see through it, you can't shoot through it, and you can't count spaces through it. So this is essentially just a landslide, for all intents and purposes. Okay, continue. Several crates of supplies were left behind in the hasty retreat. Place 4 crates. Can do. So, we have 1 crate right next to it. 1 crate over by the crashed flying thingy. 1 crate right here on the ice. And then where was the final crate? 1 crate there. Although this one should be yellow, so 1 crate goes here, and then a yellow crate here. For some reason, I'm not sure why this is yellow, but... Okay, so we put that there, we return these to their original spot. Let's see what's in those. Lieutenant Alkin begins, but is interrupted by the sound of blaster fire. It's an Imperial ambush. Deploy the snowtroopers regular as shown. So let's see, we would like... No. Oh yes, we do want Imperials. What am I talking about? So we want 3 snowtroopers. And they will deploy 1 around this corner, 1 over here, and 1 over here. Okay. Interesting.
It's them. Blast them.
Oh, we also have stormtroopers. Okay, we'll give them the grey colour. Stormtroopers rushing out as well. Just regulars though, so nothing to be too afraid of. But then again, I am running Biv. So 1 stormtrooper stands there, 1 stormtrooper stands there, and the final one will just duck around this corner. Okay. And they are the grey ones, yeah. Okay, we've got a random one coming in. Okay, more stormtroopers. So when in doubt, send in more stormtroopers. This seems to be the Imperial Edict. So we have stormtrooper here, a stormtrooper here, and a stormtrooper here. So they're a little more bunched up. We will give them a label. And we will call them purple. Then these guys are going to get a label as well. They're going to be called grey. Okay. There's some pretty... So a lot of enemies coming up here. So back to the Alliance. This laser turret looks pretty beat up, but appears to be in working order. It could be used against the Imperial Patrol. Place 2 blue Rebel mission tokens. This is the turret. A Rebel can interact with the blue Rebel mission token, ignoring blocking terrain, to fire the turret at any Imperial figure on the map. Interesting. We have seen some kinds of mechanics like that where you can use a turret to shoot, which is just it's such a cool idea. And I'm not sure if you're still in the stream, Noah, but that would actually be a really good idea for some sort of future map for skirmish. Would be pretty cool. As you and your trooper companions ready your weapons to fight, Talcon presses a data chip into Fen Cygnus's hand. Take this, she says. If something happens to me, you can find Haven there. Tell them Mira sent you. You don't have to ask her to elaborate as you turn to your attention to the Imperials. Deploy the rebels and the Echo base troopers. Regular. That's a shame. Would have been nice to have had the elite ones, but I understand it. So, allies. Echo base troopers. Move 1 and 2. Create figures. Control F. So we will have our guys activating as well. Okay. Oh, I named them purple and gave them black? Okay, thanks for pointing that out. I'll just rename them so we don't get confused. Yeah, cheers for pointing that out. Okay, so where do we want our characters is the question. So we have got... I've got to reread these cards. So HAAWK Shot, Blast 1, Lone Wolf at the end of your activation. If there are no friendly figures adjacent to you, recover Strain. Biv, Close and Personal, we know what that does. You get from a melee attack and then a range attack, which is too expensive for what it does. Then Deadly Precision, use while attacking to reroll an attack die. Okay, pretty good. Onar Rush can push someone, can't gain harmful conditions, cover 2 damage while resting, can only run whilst per activation. The interesting thing with Onar is that he has no defense dice, but he has 20 health, so he is very survivable in that regard. And then Loku, set your sights, which is so cool. Yeah, pretty good. Alright, so we will deploy our rebels here. So let's put Biv just here, I guess. We'll have him stand right next to his friends. Loku, he can kind of take the back road a little bit as he is the sniper. Fen is definitely going to want to go here with all of his blast abilities. And Onar is going to want to move up as well. We'll leave the Echo here and an Echo here. Okay, so I think that's a decent deployment. You must take out the Imperials quickly before they can report your presence to their base. The objective has been updated to defeat all Imperial figures. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. Well, with that in mind, let's see what we can do. So, let's start off. Got some options here. So we could use Fen, who could move 1-2 by taking strain to gain 2 extra movements. And then we could shoot this cluster of stormtroopers while giving us blast 1. And the blast 1 would allow us to deal damage to the other figures around the figure we're attacking as well. So that does sound like a pretty good idea. So let's just do that, because with Lone Wolf, I'd say that's a pretty safe bet. So infantry rifle, so blue-green. Yeah, I think that's fine. So let's go with Fen. Let's just get the strain and damage ready, so we can just copy it instead of having to pull it out all the time. So Fen will take 1 strain out of his maximum 4 endurance to move 1 space to there. We will then attack this stormtrooper while not really doing anything on declare. Oh, let's do that. Alright, so he rolls a blue-green, and stormtrooper rolls a black for defense. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you skirmish, campaign, starting heroes. Star Wars exactly 0 damage, and as I missed, there is no point for me to use HAAWK shot because I have to deal damage to be able to blast. So we will just shoot again, because... because there is no reason not to. So we'll just shoot again. Actually, we'll take 1 more strain movement, just because I do recover a strain if I'm not adjacent to a friendly figure at the end of my activation anyway, so it's worth it. We'll give it another shot. Okay, so that's a little bit better. So we got the range, 1, 2, 3. We can't surge, but we will deal 2 damage. Oh right, we can't just mark damage here. Okay, that's fine. And then I will take a strain. To do the HAAWK shot. So what we end up with is this stormtrooper taking 2 damage, this stormtrooper taking 1 damage, and this stormtrooper taking 1 damage, which is, for a first turn, not too bad. Would have liked a little more, but what can you do? There we go. Alrighty, so we will see what happens next. So I will mark defensiveness as having activated. So the grey stormtroopers will activate next, which is good, because that means I now get the opportunity to try and finish off the black stormtroopers before they activate. After this group's activation, reinforce 1 defeated figure from this group as close as possible to another figure in this group. They haven't lost anyone, so that isn't possible. Okay, so they have attack action, move 4 to attack Biv Bodrick. Okay, so they're going for Biv, which I'm fine with. I have no issues with getting Biv wounded early. So we will start off with this grey one. He's standing right next to Biv, so he will shoot. And Biv has no defensive bonuses. So we have Surge for +1 damage, that'll be 1 damage to Biv. Then move 2 to reposition 4. Okay, so I should have moved Biv then before I attacked, so it would have been there then, and then move 2 to reposition 4, move to there. The second Stormtrooper would stay there as well, shooting Biv. Okay, so that's 2 more damage going on to Biv, so he's now taking 3 damage. And then move to reposition 4, which means we go up there. The last grey one is going to go 1 to there, shoot Biv. It's weird that I can't cancel the dice. It'd be a bug. Shoot again. Okay, and 1 more damage to Biv. So, all in all, we are looking at 4 damage done to Biv, which, at his 13 health, that's okay. Got a reposition as well, so moving back. So that is it for them. And as none of them were defeated, there's no point, there's no way to reinforce them. So I would love to go with Fen again, just to really try and, well, literally hammer them home. But I don't think that that is our best option right now. Okay, so I'll just check whether they do a frontline. Okay. So frontline is a very powerful ability which lets me replace a blue die in my attack pool with a red, and my Echo-based troopers do have that ability. So what we're going to do is, I think actually we're going to activate the Echo-based troopers. So we will start with this guy who will go 1, 2, 3, and 4. He will then shotgun this person right in the face. And we will replace the blue die with the red die. And the reason for that is because I need to deal 1 accuracy to hit him. And the minimum range on the green is a 1. And the green is just more consistent than the blue, so it's just a better choice in this situation. And as it's red-green attack pool, I don't feel like attacking one of the other guys, because I need to deal more damage to take him out. And I think that's fine. So we will roll green, red. Okay, that'll do it. Green, red versus black. That'll definitely kill that trooper, which is our first kill of the game, which is nice. The second guy is then going to follow up by going 1, 2. We're going to shotgun this snow troop in the face, and we're once again going to replace the green, replace the blue die with a red. Green, red versus blue. Oh, okay. So only 1 damage being done there. As 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. 1, 2, 3 blocks. Okay, well that is it for the Echo-based troopers. Okay, so the black stormtroopers are activated now. Squad training, they get Pierce 1 for each other figure in this group. Okay, so glad I killed 1, because that will only become a Pierce 1 instead of a Pierce 2 that it otherwise would have become. Move 3 to attack the hero that is the healthy hero that has suffered the least damage. Well, that would be Fen then, as I presume. Yeah, I mean they both suffer 0 damage and Fen is just the better choice. So, we'll start with this guy. We will shoot Fen from there. Blue-green versus a black. Okay. So he can search for accuracy, can search for +1 damage. So it would be 1 damage, but then with their squad training ability to gain the PS1, that means they cancel my block. So it becomes 2 damage anyway. So Fen takes 2 damage. Also, Fen should have recovered that strain earlier because of his lone wolf ability. Okay. It's taken 2, move 2 to reposition 4. Can't really reposition 4, so they would just fall back a little bit. He would take his damage with him. This guy would move 1, attacking Fen again. Okay, so then with the PS1, we're looking at only 1 damage this time, so we're taking a little bit of damage, but nothing too serious. Then you can move down there to reposition. But the damage does add up eventually. Well, now that we know that the only figures left to activate this round are the snow troopers, we can really try and focus on them. Thing is, I very much doubt that Biv is the one to do it. But actually, he could. Let's give Biv his chance, okay? Let's see what he can do. So Biv will go 1, 2, 3. We will do his close and personal ability, so I start by doing a melee attack with a red-yellow attack pool, and then I shoot them in the face, which is a pretty nice ability. But the problem is for 2 strain, it's not worth it. Okay, so we roll yellow, red, pretty good. Versus a black defense dice. He takes 2 strain for doing the action. Okay, so we got 2 damage, 3 damage, 1 block, resulting in a surge for... Oh yeah, actually I don't have any surges apart from the static hero surge, which lets me recover a strain, so that is pretty nice. So we're dealing 2 damage to the Snow Trooper, so 2 health remaining because they have 4 health. Yeah, let's do that. And then we will shoot at him with my repeating blaster. See if we can finish him off, because that would be lovely. And we can. 3 more damage kills him. So Biv actually was useful for once. I managed to kill something. Which does not happen every day, let me tell you that much. Stream as long as you want with that. Okay, yeah, cheers. I'll try and keep it... Oh, we're already at 2 hours. Yeah, I'll just finish the mission. We'll probably drag on a little bit, but it's Imperial Assault. Yeah, I was probably wrong to think that I could finish the first mission in 40 minutes, but we gave it a good shot. Snowtroopers, medical supplies. Before this group's activation, each Imperial figure within 2 spaces of 1 or more of these figures in this group recovers the damage. Okay, so I'm very glad I killed the other guy then, because otherwise he would have been able to recover the other Stormtrooper. But this guy does recover his damage. And then, let's see, so environmental recovery gear, they get to recover 2 damage, which does need, they're already full health. Move 3 to attack Onar. So I guess move would be move to 3 spaces, so we go 1, 2, 3. We will shoot Onar right there. So we can do something. Oh my. Okay, 4 damage going through on Onar. Which is not insignificant. It is some ways there. Move 2 to reposition 3. I can't really reposition 3, but it's better to go this way, just objectively speaking. Then this guy will go 1, 2, 3. Shoot Onar again. See if we can do it. Okay, another good roll. The surge priority is accuracy, which we don't need, so we're not going to do it. Weaken is relevant, so we're not going to do it. So Pierce 1 is actually also relevant. I forgot they have such bad surges. So yeah, only 3 damage then to Onar. So we'll just give him a little 5. There we go. Okay, so that's it for the Snowtroopers. So we have Loku and Onar left for the round then. Alrighty, well we will start off I guess with Loku. So he's going to take 2 strain to do his set your sights ability, which allows me to put a recon token on someone. And we're going to choose to put it on this guy. What was it again? Oh, there we go. That should be a recon token. And what it does is that it gives any figure that attacks that figure plus 1 damage to their attack results, which could come in pretty handy right here. So Loku is then going to shoot that same Snowtrooper. Let's see. He's got a base accuracy of 6 with the 2 from the blue, 1 from the green, 1 from the +1 from the rifle, and then 1 from and +2 from the clear-minded. Okay, so let's see if we can take him out. So we're definitely going to make range. We have +1 damage. So we have surges for weaken and pierce 1. The +1 we're currently doing 2 damage. The question is, do Snowtroopers cancel the pierce on the defense? They might. So we'll just have a quick look. Snowtrooper, no they don't. It's just the Echo-based troopers that have that. So we'll search for the pierce. So we're looking at 3 damage going through. And then we will shoot them. We'll shoot the same person again. Yeah, and that'll kill him. Which is handy. Just pulls down the number of figures that we have to deal with, which is good. Question is, can I do set your sights again? I presume so. I mean, someone correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but I should be able to do set my sights again. So I will do just that. And we will now set a token on this snowtrooper. Okay, and then with Loku done, we can now activate Ona, as there are no more Imperial units to activate. Yeah. So I think we will do his... Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I could push someone, just depends who I want to push. I probably just want to push them next to each other so I can blast the hell out of them. Sorry, just blast them. In which case, we can probably pretty reliably shoot this snowtrooper. So Ona will activate shooting this snowtrooper. On Declare, I will do his bodyguard rifle ability to apply -1 damage and +2 accuracy, which gives me 3 accuracy, which makes me automatically hit the target. But however, because it's got a recon token, I get a +1 damage, so the -1 +1 just gets negated for that reason. So we have green, red versus black. I have no surge abilities to speak of. So yeah, that is 0 damage. Well done, Ona. And then we will go 1, 2, 3, 4, using Rush to push this figure here. And that is actually it for the round. We will end Ona's activation. Okay. A repulsor tank appears from behind a snowbank, blasting away with its double laser cannons. That's frustrating. That's not what I want. That's not what I want at all. So where is that tank? And it deploys right there. Okay.
Alert all command.
Finally, an Imperial officer calls out, "A test for General Soren's new tank. Driver, destroy them. Deploy an Imperial officer, regular, with +2 health." Okay. So we will bring out one of these beautiful officers. And we'll just remember that he has +2 health, and we'll just give him the label as grey. Seems pretty decent. Your weapons won't be effective against a well-armored target. Perhaps the turret laser has enough power to take the tank down. The SE-2M repulsor tank cannot suffer damage. That's fun. A rebel can interact with the turret to fire it at the tank. Okay. That creates a little bit of a problem for us. But one issue at a time. One issue at a time. So I will start to activate Fen. Because I would love to be able to get rid of these stormtroopers before they activate. Question is, how can I do that? I could move 1 and then... if I want to see him, I have to move 2. Then I can't blast. So I'll just perform a normal move action. We will go 1, 2, 3. I'll then target this guy, and we'll see if we can do it. Really hoping not to roll poorly here. Okay, not ideal, but I'll take it. So I only deal 1 damage to him, but I can now take a strain to do blast 1, which kills the other stormtrooper, which is handy. And then I have... where's he? Where did he move? He's moved 3, so I can move here. So I'll just move the damage tokens out of the way. So I'll then move here, which will allow him to recover straight at the end of his activation because of his Lone Wolf ability, which is a really cool ability. Okay, so that concludes Fen, and we just have to mark these all as having moved. Except for Fen. Okay, So we will mark Fen as has been activated. So who's going to go first? The repulse tank, because why not? It's got +1 damage to its attacks. So double actions. Attack 2 different rebels. Target the healthy rebel adjacent to the most other rebels. I don't think you can see 2 rebels. With 3... that doesn't work. Oh no, so he can't see 2 rebels. So instead he will, for 1 action, move 4 to attack the healthy rebel adjacent to the most other rebels. Okay, well that would be Onar in that case. So the tank will move 1, 2, 3 and 4. And then it would shoot at Onar. And we'll see if it hits. That's quite a long range. I'll double check the attack pool. I'm pretty sure it is blue, green, sorry, blue, yellow, red. Blue, red, yellow, yeah. Okay. So hard shot for it to make, but it could do it. So range is 1, 2, 3, and then with a 1, 2 innate. That is luckily enough for me a miss. So the tank completely whiffs. Then gets to move 2 towards the closest rebel, which makes sense. So it now carries on moving. We have not seen the last of this yet, but I was lucky enough to survive for now. Okay, so now comes the question, who do we activate next? I think we will go with the Echo-based troopers. So we'll start with this fellow. He will go 1, and will once again replace his blue with a red to shotgun this one in the face. So, green, red. I did get it. So we actually kill the final unit, the final figure from this unit now. Which means that on the app, the black unit will have to be marked as destroyed. So that was one moving point, and then we will go 1, 2, 3 to that. But then the other guy, do we just try and... with a +1 damage, I could theoretically one-shot him. That would be handy to take out the snow troopers before they activate. But I'm just going to interact with the turret instead. So we're going to go 1, 2... We're going to interact with this turret. This DF9 anti-infantry battery has taken a beating, but it looks like it will still fire. This is the turret. A rebel can interact with the blue rebel figure a blue rebel mission token, ignoring blocking terrain, to fire the turret at any Imperial figure on the map. So I will fire it at the tank. You take aim at the tank and pull the trigger. A bolt of red energy flies at the tank, but is deflected harmlessly by a shimmering energy field. It seems even the turret will be unable to penetrate the tank's defenses. You'll have to figure out another way to take it down. Okay. That's annoying. Oh. You recall from your training that slow-moving objects are capable of penetrating energy shields. Perhaps you could use those boulders to good use. Place 2 red rebel mission tokens. While the SC2M repulse tank occupies 1 or more spaces with the red rebel mission token, a hero in a highlighted space can interact to attempt to start a landslide. To do this, select a neutral mission token in the app. Okay, interesting. That could work. The tow cable on this down snow speed appears to be still in working condition. It might assist you in your plan, but will require a good eye in order to hit a moving target like the tank. A hero can interact with the terminal to fire the tow cable. This does not require line of sight of the tank. Okay, that's actually very interesting. So we need a terminal over here. Then we need 2 red rebel mission tokens just here. Right, so it looks like we do have some options to take out the tank, which is good, because obviously if I'm going to win the mission I need to get rid of all the Imperials. The shot has drained one of the turret's power cells. It'll take some time for it to recharge. Flip the token to its Imperial side. Oh, it was already on Imperial. My bad. I'll just flip the other one. Surely there's some sort of... Yeah, I'll just replace it with the rebel then. Weird that I can't flip it. After 2 hours of listening, I've just realised I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, I mean, Imperial Assault is... it is an advanced game. So if you haven't seen it played before or anything like that, then it can be a little bit much to get your head around, but it is very fun. I would definitely recommend it. And yeah, I mean, I would go into more detail, but we're already running over, so can't explain everything. But it is a really fun game. I would absolutely recommend anyone who wants to give it a try, go do it. Okay. Okay, so that's it. Okay, cool. So now I get to mark my Echo Base Troopers as finished, which means the Snow Troopers now activate with +1 surge. Move forward to attack the healthy rebel that has suffered the least damage. Well, it would then attack the closest figure, who would be Loku. So, with +1 surge, this is that, so the surge would then be used for weaken. Let's see. Okay, so Loku is now weakened, and he took 1 damage from the attack. And then move 2 to reposition 3. So he will just move down to there. And we have no more snow troopers to be scared of, so that makes our lives a little bit easier. Okay, well I don't like that officer. I'm getting the feeling he might be able to order the tank to attack. So with that in mind, let's see if we can't do something with these boulders. So we'll go with Onar. He will get 2 strain movement to go 1 and 2. Oh no, that's stupid because I need to be in the red space. So we're just going to perform a normal move to there. And then we will interact with this spot. Ah, while the SC2M repulse attack occupies 1 or more spaces with I see. Okay. Well, in that case, there's no reason for me to do that, because the tank is not here yet. So I think we will simply just run up and try and kill the stormtroopers, because they are a pain. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we'll just shotgun him in the face, see if we can take him out. Red, green. Ah! Jeez. So only 2 damage, unfortunately. These stormtroopers seem to be rolling pretty well for defense. Oopsies. Alright. Well, that's a disappointing turn for Onar. See who goes next. Yeah, the stormtroopers. So the first figure in this group that declares an attack adds a green die. So I need to attack the healthy rebel that has suffered the least damage. So that would be Loku. So he would get to go 1, 2, 3. Shooting Loku with an extra green die. Which is essentially them being focused. Which is certainly nice. So green, green, blue versus white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got the range. 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, we got the range. But that's a lot of damage. There's 5 damage going on to Loku. Which is painful. Move 2 to reposition 4. Which would just be to there. That's the best reposition I could get. The other guy, as Loku is no longer the hero that has suffered the least health, is going to go least damage. He's going to go 1, 2, 3 and attack Fen instead. As just statistically speaking, there's no reason for him to do the snipe over there, so the better choice would be to go to Fen instead of the Echo Base Trooper, even though the Echo Base Trooper suffered less damage. Okay, so searching for +1 damage. Fen takes 1 more. Okay. So not too Not too bad. A little bit painful, but we'll brush it off as we always do. Well, I think the best choice here is to now go with Loku. So Loku's going to activate. We are going to gain a movement point by taking a strain, and we will just go to here to do so. We're then going to rest. So what resting does is essentially that I recover all of my endurance, and I get to use a med pack to recover 5 damage, which I've got to do here, because he's close to death. So I'm going to use the med pack, which will reduce his damage, and also reduce the strain that he has taken. But that was my only med pack, so we will see how valuable it is. So it's getting a little dark here, so I'll just see if I can make it a little bit brighter. Yeah, I think this is about as good as we can get. It's a little bit dark now, but that's fine. Alright, so, and then what we will do is, now that I've rested, we will simply shoot at this snow trooper with the recon token. See if we can deal a little bit of damage. The answer to that is no. That is exactly 0 damage going through. Okay, but at least I lose weaken as it's the end of my activation. So, interesting. Well, let's see what this officer decides to do now. Also, Loku, before the officer happens, Loku's just going to put a recon token on this stormtrooper, just to make it a little bit easier to kill him. Okay. Order the SC2M repulse tank attacks Loku can lower. So that is not possible, so instead it attacks the other best viable target, which in this case would be this echo-based trooper right here. So it'll shoot that one. Okay, good defense roll. See what the surge... oh yeah, we don't have the surge priorities. But with the +1 damage... oh, sorry, +2 damage, we're looking at 3 going through. So, I'm surprised it managed to survive. Although, actually, it does have the +1 damage buff from its previous activation. So, it just lives on 1, which is pretty lucky. However, I think the officer might be able to do something about that. Move 2 to attack the closest rebel. Yeah. So, the officer then moves there to shoot the rebel, and let's see, he might be able to kill him. That would be an awful shame. Good start. Oh! My goodness, that Echo Base Trooper certainly has some staying power. So it just manages to survive. Okay. So then Biv is going to activate... yeah, so I think we'll shoot this guy and then try and close and personal him. So Biv will just quite simply shoot this guy, see if we can get him. Yes, he can. There's another Stormtrooper dead. Then he will, and this is the fun part, he will then take a strain to move 1, and then we'll take 2 more strain, which maxes him out, but that allows us to use close and personal on this other Stormtrooper. Let's see if we can get it going. So that would be yellow-red versus a black, so no damage, but I get to recover strain. And then we have red-blue. Okay, so no damage. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Biv. 2 big attacks against a Stormtrooper, and I did 0 damage. Alright, we've definitely gone over here. We'll see how much longer this takes. If it carries on for too long, we might just call it and finish it another time. Ending Biv's activation. More patrolling Imperials join the fight, okay. How many Grey Stormtroopers are on the map? We have 2 Grey Stormtroopers on the map. Unfortunately. Okay, so 1 Grey Stormtrooper is reinforced. Snowtroopers, we have 1 snowtrooper on the map. Otherwise we get to reinforce 2 snow troopers. So some heavy reinforcements arriving here. Okay, and the turret is back operational. So we will pop the rebel token back on there, which could have come in pretty handy. Okay, round 3. And let's think here. Yeah. So as we have gone over the time a little bit, I think we'll actually just call it here. Unless I'm mistaken, Legends of the Alliance should be able to save and exit. So save and quit, which means the next time, if we were to do this again, I should be able to just continue from here. And yeah, I want to thank everyone for tuning into the stream. It's been an absolute blast. And yeah, if you missed any parts of it, then you'll be able to rewatch it on the IACommand YouTube channel. And until then, I will see you next week.